Hey, new kid. Do you mind if I sit here? It doesn't look like anybody's going to take the 3 seats opposite you, and I kind of want to talk to you, if that's okay. Good. Oh, wow. That's what the standard lunch looks like. You might be the only human at school right now. They must have made it just for you. Oh, it looks microwave, to be honest. Do you want a steak? I usually get a dozen, but I think they slipped me an extra one by mistake. A mistake, if you will. You don't have to eat it raw either, see? Fire breath comes in handy. I'd be a hit at parties. If, my mom ever let me go to one. But anyway, I'm Prissy. Yeah, I know, Priscilla doesn't have a ton of great nicknames, although Prissy the Perilous is one. But that's because I'm a little clumsy, not because I'm particularly dangerous. People, they get the wrong idea about dragons, like I'm big and terrible and cruel, but I'm just trying to pass Calc 1. All the popular girls are on sports teams, and I'm totally disqualified with prejudice. I can't even practice with them. Maybe I am perilous. Anyways, I heard you were some sort of academic whiz, and I could really use a study buddy. I don't know how much I'd be able to help you, but I hear the best way to study is to teach. I'm fluent in Elvish, too, if that's the language you're studying. Well, even if it's not, I'd buy the snacks. The cafeteria is used to feeding me after school. We could hang out in the library, get some work done. Hey, while you're eating, could you actually take a look at something real fast? I know, I eat really fast, but when you have this many teeth and a mouth this big, steak is like, 2 bites? Yeah, anyway, so I'm having a really tough time with this limit stuff, and I've got a test next period. So if I could ask you a really quick question. Hey, can you give me that back? Please? Thank you. Sorry. It's nothing. I just draw sometimes. If I'm bored or if I have an idea. It's nothing. I am... Okay, you promise you won't laugh at me? It's, my Dungeons & Dragons character. See? Well, yeah, she's a human. I can play a human if I want. You like it? Thanks! It's really hard to get the armor right if she's doing any kind of interesting pose. She's a paladin, so she fights for peace and justice. Explores ruins, slays evil dragons. I draw her doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, the 80s weren't super PC about how dragons were depicted. But my uncle played back in the day, and when he found out I was interested, he bought me a ton of books. She's level 4. Okay, I only get to play with my uncle once a year tops. Yeah, it's kind of sad, I know. You want to hear something even worse? Her name is Sir Barbie. This has been my character since I was 6, okay? You can laugh. I do too sometimes. No, I've made a ton of characters. There's Dale the Hornblower, Clara Montebac, Luna Silverveil, Susan. Oh, Susan's a ton of fun. He is an orc barbarian. But they're supporting cast, It's fun to roll up a character even if you never get to play them. Although some of them have gone on adventures with Barbie. Sometimes, I throw them through the gauntlet. There's a ton of published adventures, and I'll put together a party and write a little story about why they're going on the adventure and what happened along the way. Sounds super lame, doesn't it, actually? I know, you can't finish a week at this school without learning that I'm a huge dork. It was nice of you to let me sit next to you anyway. I hope I haven't crippled your social life too badly. I mean, you were sitting by yourself, but it's like your 3rd day here. But I've been going to school here since kindergarten. I just figured, you know, by senior year I'd fit in somewhere. It's not just the size thing. I used to be really little, actually. Like in second grade, I was tiny compared to the other kids. But, you know, a lot of girls had growth spurts in middle school. Dragons don't do that. We just grow. I'm just going to keep getting bigger until I hit menopause. Ninth grade. That's when I was the same size as everybody else. In the fall, I was on the girls' volleyball team, and in the spring, I was playing basketball with the boys. And by the end of summer, I was too heavy to be a linebacker for the football team. Wouldn't have been fair to the other kids. It didn't really feel fair to me. I'd just gotten my braces off, too. I guess it would feel different if there were other dragons at school. I mean, you're the only human in our class, but people like humans. Humans can get along with anyone, except each other. But nobody likes dragons. Oh, dragons control the world's banks, and dragons cause global warming. Yeah, I don't think anyone's that ignorant at school. They all know I'm just a big dumb dork, but sometimes people can be cruel. Like CJ once asked me for 20. She was being really nice before that, and I was kind of giddy, so I just gave it to her. I didn't think anything of it, but then people I didn't even know started coming up to me asking if I'd buy them snacks and stuff. Yeah, it was about the banks. And yeah, it stung a little. Okay, so this is probably a super weird thing to bring up right after that story, but do you have any loose change on you? Anything would do. It's a dragon thing. I promise I'll make it up to you. But a quarter would be perfect. I'll hold on to this for now, but if you ever need a favor, let me know. I'll explain later. It's dumb, but I appreciate it really. What's that? Oh, no. No, I would love to play more Dungeons and Dragons, but nobody at school would want to play. Or play with me, especially. Oh, I'd love to play with you. It doesn't matter if you've never played before. I could teach you everything and be your dungeon master. Might be a little awkward, just the two of us. Oh, sorry. I don't think I'm up to asking people to join in, but you could. Look at you, cute little human. Who could say no to you? I know you're new here, but that just means you get to introduce yourself to people apropos of nothing. Could you maybe ask around? Oh, thank you. Are we still on for meeting up in the library after school? Cool. Looking forward to it. I've got to run to my locker before class, but I'll catch you then. Thank you.